This week, something a little bit different. This kind of bronze work originates from Ife in Nigeria and dates as far back as the 14th and 15th centuries. It has served as inspiration for a few portraits that I've made in the past. Today, we're doing one completely with clay and charcoal. To start off with, we're going to borrow some facial features from Mariam over here, looking to come up with a few facial ideas before moving forward. Using a pencil, I'm tracing over the aspects of their face that I find intriguing and not necessarily trying to make a reproduction of the face. Next, I'm going over the pencil sketch with marker, eventually flipping the page over and filling the sketch in with solid color. I did this a few different times with varying levels of success, and you can see just how different things can end up looking from the same source image. To make it a bit more easier to visualize, I imported some of the images into Photoshop and did a bit of cleanup and manipulation to get a more symmetrical face. I settled on the image in the middle, which felt more feminine. Back onto real paper, totally unnecessary, but I absolutely enjoyed doing full color renders on paper before moving on to the actual painting. The head wrap with jewelry and the lip tattoo and makeup aesthetics are inspired by the Fulani and Mandinka tribes of West Africa. Happy with the sketch, I can now move on to the painting itself, something that I enjoy doing with soils from around Africa, as these portraits are exclusively of Afro-descendant people. Here I'm using some lightly colored soil from Zimbabwe, mixed in with water to tone the canvas while also introducing some texture onto the canvas. I let that dry, then come in with pencil and sketch in the final face. I definitely used a projector to trace over the image and did not sketch this freehand. Next, I'm using a wet brush with no pigment to wipe away some of the soil and erase the pencil marks in the sunburst halo around the face. Then I come in with a richer tint of the same pigment, and we can now fill in the background calligraphy, which you can see goes lighter as it dries. Because I'm not using a binder or fixative with my pigment, it washes away easily. That means painting on top of previous layers of a different color can get a little bit muddy. One solution to this is to fix each subsequent layer behind clear gesso, or in this case, just erase the relevant bits you want to color anew. Okay, time for the main course now. Grate, grind, and tone the face and headdress again. Next, I'm working on the headdress, introducing some background patterns on the fabric. Once that calligraphy settles and dries, then I come back into some water again and lighter pigment to introduce some shapes from continental iconography. Now I'm almost done and can finally focus on the facial features, finishing with charcoal on the eyes and lips in celebration of that Fulani Mandinka connection. Before the final review, here are some other portraits that I've done with the same inspiration point, with different faces and different pigments. And that's it for this particular portrait. I really like what I've managed to do here, learn some new techniques and lessons, stuff I haven't tried before, but definitely moving forward, I'll probably erase the face again and do it with a different kind of brown tone. Catch you in the next one.